gentlemen, on behalf of WORLDBEX Services International, welcome to the virtual opening ceremony of the Philippine World Building and Construction Exposition, or commonly known as WORLDBEX Wired. Before we begin today's momentous activity, we would like to acknowledge the members of the Diplomatic Corps who dedicated their time to celebrate with us today. Let's all welcome Ms. Catarina Bandelo, Economic and Commercial Officer from the Embassy of the Federal Republic of Germany. Ms. Bebe Montesinas, Commercial Specialist from the Embassy of the United States of America. Ms. Siti Azlina, Trade Commissioner from Malaysia External Trade Development Corporation, or MATRADE. Ms. Mary Grace Ang, Marketing Officer from Malaysia External Trade Development Corporation, or MATRADE. And Juan Gabriel Espejo Ceballos, Head of the Bilateral Cooperation and Economics Affairs from the Embassy of Mexico. Thank you again to our distinguished guests for taking the time to join us today. Indeed, everyone part of WORLDBEX Services International is in a very festive mood for the year-long celebration of the company's 25th year anniversary. As important as it is exciting, this is also a huge step for the growth and promotion of the construction industry, as the country's leading events and expositions organizer extends its expertise and passion in being one of the pioneers of a new avenue of trade show execution through the online platform of WORLDBEX Wired. So with that said, here to welcome everyone and best describe the milestones that WORLDBEX has accomplished throughout the years, everyone please welcome WSI's founding chairman himself. We give you Mr. Joseph Ang.
A pleasant morning, everyone. The Philippines World Building and Construction Exposition, or commonly known as WORLDBEX, will start the year-long celebration of its silver anniversary, together with its partner companies, brands, professionals, and associations to continue the legacy built by the industry for the industry. As a pillar of the country's constructions and design industry for 25 years, WORLDBEX continues to create an avenue where its partners can establish beneficial B2B partnerships and widen the audience exposure on an international level. And with that, we are proudly presenting you WORLDBEX Wired. This time, where innovation is a must. It is important for the construction industry to maximize all digital tools available to accomplish business objectives and rise as a leader of the future after this pandemic. While the country is gradually recovering, WORLDBEX Wired is confident that the construction industry will thrive as it is a vital part of the country's economy. Therefore, WORLDBEX will ride this momentum and will continuously build a steady foundation where Filipinos' families can live healthy and prosperous lives. Together, let's look forward to a better tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that warm welcome. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Joseph Ang. This morning, we are supported by honorable guests, all speakers who will be sharing their insights about WORLDBEX Wired and what the sector entails for the industry. And so to begin, it is my honor to introduce our first guest speaker this morning. We have MMDA Chairman Benjamin Ben-Hur Abalos Jr.
To the skilled professionals and companies and associations in the construction and design industry behind the Philippine World Building and Construction Exposition, a pleasant day to everyone. The WORLDBEX, known as the country's largest and most attended construction exposition, have played a major role in driving our local economy upward as it continues to introduce more creative and interactive show features, building connections, and creating opportunities among industry players. Over the years, it has been a pillar of the country's construction and design industry for its premier and world-class trade presentations. Developing world-renowned designs and construction is relevant and essential, especially since the government is serious on investing on infrastructure projects to hasten economic development and facilitate efficient movement of goods and people, which is one of the visions of the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority for the metropolis. In terms of traffic and transportation, the pandemic has not dampened your spirits, and this virtual setting further engages more business opportunities across your wide array of stakeholders. Let me congratulate WORLDBEX Wired for giving movers and shakers in the design and construction industry an online virtual experience while still meeting the demand of the local and international audience. May your legacy continue to live on.
Thank you very, very much. Again, that was MMDA Chairman Benjamin Ben-Hur Abalos Jr. Our next speaker is the Secretary of DPWH. Everyone, please welcome Secretary Mark Villar to give us his message.
To the officers and members of the Philippine World Building and Construction Exposition, or WORLDBEX, distinguished guests, partner stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant morning. Foremost, I would like to thank WORLDBEX Services International for inviting me to grace your virtual opening ceremony of WORLDBEX Wired. Our challenging situation didn't stop us in having this kind of gathering where we channel our common goals and aspirations in creating the best blueprints, plans, and actions for designing world-class structures. And with that, I am honored to join you all today virtually as we welcome another milestone for WORLDBEX. It is truly a privilege to speak in the presence of an outstanding institution for design and construction who epitomize the core values of their profession and public service to their people. By gathering the biggest household names in the building and construction industry, WORLDBEX truly represents remarkable accomplishments in the Philippine trade industry. As Secretary for the Engineering and Construction Arm of the Philippines, I recognize the significant contributions of your organization in the government's journey to the golden age of infrastructure, as you revolutionize the Philippine infrastructure through your trendiest technologies and programs. Indeed, every year you stage an indispensable lineup of activities where prolific improvements and opportunities in the structural business industry give contributions vital for spurring the Philippine economy. As we are still on our way to revolutionize the Philippine structural developments, your local and internationally acclaimed exhibitors have accelerated the path towards inclusive growth and development by providing high standard and world-class design where quality and resiliency lies to safeguard the lives of the people. This event benchmarks the continuing pursuit for strengthening the foothold and expanding the revitalization of infrastructure to sustainably accommodate our growing population and boosting structural amenities. The legacy built by WORLDBEX is undeniably one of the contributors in revitalizing the country's infrastructure. I hope that this convention will beget necessary resolutions on the challenges that are prevalent in the industry and in our country. I wish you a productive and meaningful expo. Congratulations at mabuhay po kayong lahat.
Thank you so much, Secretary Mark. It was a pleasure hearing from you. Still going on with truly inspiring speakers, next is the Speaker of the House of Representatives, House Speaker Lord Alan Velasco, here to give us his message.
Warm salutations to the Chairman of WORLDBEX, Mr. Joseph L. Ang, to all distinguished guests and stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to everyone. Thank you for inviting me to join you in this virtual meet, which has convened the movers and shakers of the Philippine construction and building industry. WORLDBEX Wired is timely and reassuring as the Philippine government, with the crucial help from the private sector, is rebuilding investor confidence and is seeking to improve the outlook of the entire value chain of the Philippine construction and building industry. There is light at the end of the tunnel. With the influx of vaccines and the ongoing vaccination program of the government in full throttle, we can expect our economy to return to a more manageable level sooner than later. The construction and building industry is at the forefront of our country's economic recovery, given your significant contribution to our gross domestic product. While flexible work from home arrangements hampered infrastructure demand, we still hope for a resurgence, if not full recovery to pre-pandemic levels once our country achieves herd immunity. Today, we have an exposition that will set the benchmark after a year of stale performance due to the COVID-19 crisis. The networking opportunities and talent diversification, which have been created by this expo, are important reminders that the construction and building industry stands strong and resilient. With the advent of more relaxed quarantine restrictions, businesses are expected to revert to normal operations. The use of office spaces and commercial leases, vital to the private sector, is expected to regain momentum and will support the recovery of your industry. As government partners with the private sector through its flagship Build, Build, Build program, Philippine infrastructure development is expected, even guaranteed. WORLDBEX remains a key partner in this endeavor, and through this expo, we hope to showcase the resurgence and resilience of the Philippine construction and building industry. Muli, maraming salamat po. Mabuhay po kayong lahat.
Thank you very much again, House Speaker Lord Alan Velasco. Truly inspiring, ladies and gentlemen, and we're not yet done. Next, we have the Senate President. Please welcome Senator Vicente Tito Soto III.
My warm greetings to WORLDBEX Services International in launching your online edition of the Philippine World Building and Construction Exposition, or WORLDBEX Wired. I commend your efforts in adapting to our current situation. This will ensure that the design and construction industry will continue to be strengthened and to open business opportunities through online platforms. Your dedication is a great help to revive our economy from the onslaught of the pandemic. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you so much, Senator Vicente Tito Soto III, for that wonderful message. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as our keynote speaker, it is truly an honor to introduce the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Thank you very much. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please, for His Excellency President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. And of course, we would like to thank all of our honorable public servants for their warm messages and support. It truly shows that the construction industry is flourishing and moving to greater heights. Again, You are watching WORLDBEX Wired, which is organized by WORLDBEX Services International. For decades, WORLDBEX Services International has continuously worked hard towards nurturing the inclusive growth of the country's diverse economic sectors, one world-class trade show at a time. From their construction and design to automotive, food, and tourism, they take pride in becoming an instrumental force that inspires innovation and meaningful connections among industries. And now, we are ready to present to you the online event of WORLDBEX Wired 2021. To find out the easy steps to register and learn more about the online platform of WORLDBEX Wired, please watch this short video. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You just witnessed how easy it is to access WORLDBEX Wired. What are you waiting for? Sign up using the link that you see on your screen or scan the QR code so that you can also access our online event right now. We at WORLDBEX are truly aware of the effects of the pandemic in our country. Now, despite the hard times, it is a social responsibility of the construction industry to help our fellow Filipinos to rise above this adversity and to see everyone through until the end of this crisis together. So with that, here is a video of the collective response of WORLDBEX partners and stakeholders with regards to the ongoing pandemic.
First of all, I would like to thank everyone who has continuously support WORLDBEX throughout the years. You know, WORLDBEX is a show that makes a statement. You never see it before. It's always something new and something surprising.
Today, the DOH is confirming that a 38-year-old female Chinese patient under investigation, or PUI, is positive for the novel coronavirus 2019-nCoV.
I have heard the call of different groups from the medical community for a 2-week enhanced community quarantine (ECQ) in Mega Manila.
ladies and gentlemen, I certainly hope that video and all the efforts of WORLDBEX warmed your hearts. Together, let us search towards a brighter and safer and smarter future for the construction industry and our fellow Filipinos. Now, before we end today's opening ceremony, we would like to thank the following sponsors for making WORLDBEX Wired possible. Thank you very much to Pacific Paint Boysen Philippines Inc., SCG, Wilcon Depot, Multi-Rich Home Decors Inc., Mariwasa Siam Ceramics Inc., ABC, All Home Corporation, Forming Tech Marketing, Allied Interiors Trading, Johnson Electric, and Wilson Art. Thank you again to our sponsors, and so on behalf of WORLDBEX Services International, thank you very, very much everyone for taking the time to be part of our special day. Don't forget, WORLDBEX seminars later at 2 p.m. For now, I'm your host, Isa Litton, wishing you all a great day ahead. See you and stay safe.